All right, we are here with our next stranger. I'm excited about this one. Could you tell us your name and a little about yourself?
Yug, you spell it like Y-U-G and you pronounce it like Yug, Y-O-O-G. I am 15 years old. I'm currently a freshman in high school. I live in India and state in a small state of Bihar. So that's good, I guess.
Yeah, that's great. Could you? So we were talking a little bit about before we started recording. We were talking a little bit about Yuge's interest in kind of leaving India because of money issues or money interests, I guess. Could you talk a little bit about that again?
Yeah, so India is not doing well due to its loss at the economy, I guess. The GDP of country is going down at a high rate. The prime minister is not paying that much attention to the economy of our country. So in a few years, the products will be skyrocketing in prices. So I wanna leave as soon as I can with a
And you
sustainable.
and you were saying the places that you'd want to go to are
Sweden and California.
Yes, those are two amazing places that most people want to move to. Uh, and also you were saying that you live decently close to Pakistan. Is that correct?
Now my state is not decently close, but yeah, I go there. I go to Kashmir, that is close to Pakistan. My nans lives there, so I go from time to time, and I see the conditions there, and I feel bad. I feel bad for the people living there.
Hmm. Why are the conditions so
But
bad there? Is it because of the economy? Is it because of terrorism?
no, no, no. Yeah, it's mostly because of terrorism, and Pakistan has illegally captured our land, our Indian land, for over like 30 or 40 years, and they aren't giving it back. It's called POK, Pakistan Occupied Kashmir now. So they wanna capture more of our land, but we aren't giving it back. So conflicts happen
Hmm. So, like
sometimes.
in Indian media, um, does Indian media paint Pakistan as the bad guy often? Is that kind of normal?
Yeah, say that's okay. That's like saying that Pakistan is the sole enemy of India. It would be correct because in Pakistan, Pakistani media also portrays India as their sole enemy. So I guess that's kind of balanced out.
Hmm.
But we don't let other country invade in our personal issues. Like when we had when the Indian government launched a surgical strike on Pakistan, one of our pilots landed there and was captured by Pakistani army. So I guess US tried to interfere between us, but we denied their help. We try to keep the matters in our personal relations.
Hmm. And what
We don't
about
want.
oh yeah, what about the United States? What are your views of the United States?
Uh, the country's relations with the United States have been amazing for the past few years since Prime Minister Narendra Modi has came in power. He's trying to globalize India more. He's visiting new countries. He's making new relationships with the head of the countries there. And I guess in the military sector, Donald Trump, I mean, the U.S. Army are helping India out a lot, and that's that, I guess.
Cool. Yeah. Yeah. What are some other things about like your life in India and some things that you think that maybe other people don't know about?
Uh, my life has been like mostly average. For like 7 months, it's been complete lockdown in India for about 7 months now. So it's not much like to talk about. But earlier, we used to like the internet here boomed and in 2015. Like there's a big businessman called Mukesh Ambani who lives in India. He he started giving out free SIM cards. Do you know SIM cards?
Yeah, like a cell phone cards, right?
Yeah, cards. He started giving out free SIM cards and made the internet, the data free for all the people all over the India, free for a year, and it was 4G data. So that was a boom, I guess, in the internet sector. That's why
Wow.
more people are on now than they were earlier.
Hmm.
And I guess people here know how to live like how to manage their money and stuff better than other countries because we
In-
have to always think ahead of people and
Interesting.
that
Yeah, yeah, yeah. That's I guess I'm interested too about uh, uh, the influence of Hinduism in your life and most Indians. Like, are you a practicing Hindu?
yeah I am a practicing Hindu. My mom and dad are Sanatanis, I guess, but India is a secular country, so it doesn't discriminate against the religions.
Oh, cool. Good.
uh,
Yeah,
so it's
I
not
oh, I'm sorry.
it's not like they favor one religion over another just to promote, just to get votes. Yeah, partialities happen, but it happens because of the caste system. Like we have like upper class, middle class, and the lower class. So every like politician wants to gain votes from the people. So one particular politician will try to gain as many lower caste votes as possible. So that happens, I guess.
What could you talk a little more about like the caste system? Is it are you like in the Brahmin class or
No, no, I'm in the upper class. It's not like it's not based off your economy. It's based off your. I guess there are three general. There are three castes: general class, OBC, other backward class, and SC/ST, scheduled class and scheduled tribe. So in past, a politician named B.R. Ambedkar said that for scheduled caste and scheduled tribe, they are like in the back of the economy. To bring them forward, we must give reservations and more facilities to them. So if I give an interview of say maybe I want to be a astrophysicist, is that okay? So if I give an exam, I have to as a general I have to score 80% of the total marks to gain the scholarship or something, but they will have to score 45% only because they are from SC and ST.
oh, interesting. What do you think of that? Is that fair?
Yeah, I guess for most of the people it's not fair. No, no, for most of the people it's fair, but for the middle class people it's not fair because there are many middle class general people who who don't have enough money to have that type of I guess education
Mm-hmm.
privileges, and they get they don't get the privileges of the SC/ST class, so they are stuck in the middle.
Mm.
So they
Have
want this in.
have you traveled much outside of India?
I would say no, I have not. At least not far from like Nepal, neighboring countries, I guess.
Mm-hmm. Is there
I've not
oh, I'm sorry. Go for it.
I've not traveled to Western countries at all because uh, when we study from first grade to the 10th grade is a peak point for junior high school, and it's like the first stepping stone in your career. So we must score highest in your 10th grade, I guess. That's why we couldn't leave.
So the reason that you feel like you haven't left is because you've been studying and working towards getting the best grade possible in 10th grade.
Yeah,
Okay. If is there a culture or a country that you really kind of want to understand more?
I guess China.
Hmm. Why is that?
Chinese people are cool, I guess. They
Yeah.
are they eat many things. I would like to know why.
Huh. So so their diet, you're interested in their diet?
Yeah, and their culture as well.
Yeah. That's interesting. That's so cool. Um yeah, so you want to like move and live in Sweden and California and you're interested in China and that's cool. I mean, I guess you
That is
live.
when I grow up. That is,
Mhm.
can't just leave now and be there.
Right. Do you think your parents would be supportive of you moving out of India?
Yeah, of course they would be. Why not?
I
If
don't
I'm
know.
gonna live, if I'm gonna live a better life, why would they be opposed of that?
Yeah. That's a good. Yeah, I guess the question I asked the question because I think there are a lot of people whose parents really want them to kind of stick by them, and
Yeah, yeah. People like to tend to keep their kids in their culture, but my parents are not like that.
it sounds like your parents are pretty forward thinking.
Yeah, I guess.
That's cool. Do you have a lot of siblings?
No, I have a brother. I have an elder brother.
Do you guys get along?
Yeah,
Awesome.
pretty much.
That's cool. I like your friends and everything at school. Do many of them have a lot of brothers and sisters too?
Well, I guess most of my friends have 2 to 3 siblings,
I guess
like
I. You're saying three?
3 kids at max.
Oh, India does not have like a cap on how many kids that they can have, right? Like China. China had the one child policy.
Yeah, China has one child policy, but India does not support like more than 2 child policy. If your kids are two or less, you will get many benefits like monthly income, health facilities, etc. But if you have more than 2 kids, you're not gonna get those.
Interesting. I didn't know that.
India promotes like 2 child policy. It's called "Bacche Do Hi Achhe."
Okay. There's no way I'd be able to pronounce that properly. Thank you for saying it, but I have no idea what you just said. You know what I mean?
I said that means kids are better when they are two.
When they're two. Cool. Cool. Uh, I think before we get going, it's been really nice to talk to you, and I'm really glad that you've, allowed me to record this. Is there anything else that you'd like to say or share that's kind of been on your mind that you think is important to talk about?
Yeah, it's about the racism going on. Not all Indians are scammers. So please don't harass me. I'm not a scammer. I don't want your credit card. I can't fix your computer.
Uh,
Like many times on Omegle, if I say the word Indian, they will like, "Oh, you're Indian. Can you fix my computer?" They try to make funny accents, and they often I don't take it on my heart, but most of the people can, and that's not very nice. That
Good
can
for
be very
you.
offensive.
Yeah, good for you for saying that. I'm really glad that you said that. Yeah. I mean, that's one of the reasons that I'm doing this channel in the first place is to, um, to
So build bridges.
yeah, exactly. And also to show that that people aren't stereotypes, that every person is an intricate feeling person just like you or me. And and that racism and making comments like that, you know, the I think the thing, well, it's not healthy. It's there's already so much hatred in the world, and this is a way to try to bring people together a little more. And um yeah, I get that too, man. Like people see me and they're like, "Oh my God, you're 30 years old." You're like 40 years old, and I'm like, okay, like that hurt my feelings. I tell them, I say that hurt my feelings. Like, why are you saying that? There's already so much hatred in this world. Why are you adding flame, fuel to the fire? And they shut up after that because they're like, uh,
Well, I don't mean that. I was just joking. They would like say that, but in the end, what's the point? You already said that the harm's been done. You can't fix a broken glass.
Yeah,
It's better not to better it.
yeah, yeah. Treat people with respect and kindness. You know. Well, it was really nice talking to you, Yug. And yeah, make sure to subscribe to the channel. I'm
I have
gonna
already.
Awesome, man. Cool. And I'm gonna post this like right now, so it'll be up in like 5 minutes. So check it out.
I I'll check it out.
All
Sure.
right, man. Hey, I'll see you later. Thanks so much for talking, dude.
No worries, man.
All
Bye
right, bye.
bye.
See ya. Yug.